You're watching WYLN TV 35. Now, from the area's leader in live local news, this is WYLN News, the area's #1 source of live local news and information in Luzerne, Schuylkill, Carbon, and Columbia counties. WYLN News starts now.
Good evening, and thank you for joining us on WYLN News. I'm Julia Wiegand. Pennsylvania State Police have now identified the now-deceased gunman who barricaded himself in a tractor-trailer cab last night in the city of Hazleton. U.S. Marshals Eastern District of PA and Technical Operations Group were led on a pursuit that started in Schuylkill County and spanned multiple jurisdictions. This ultimately led to the death of the driver, recently identified as 48-year-old Wade Russell Meisberger, a white non-Hispanic man from Whitland, Indiana. U.S. Marshals stopped a truck they believed Meisberger was in as it entered I-81 North from exit 124, regarding a homicide probation violation. Police reported the driver stopped and exited the vehicle, but the passenger, identified as Meisberger, refused to do the same. That's when he hopped in the driver's seat and took off for miles, leading troopers from both Frackville and Hazleton on a multi-jurisdiction pursuit. At one point, the trailer detached from the cab during the chase, but ultimately ended in Hazleton behind the Beach Street hockey rink when the cab got stuck in the grassy area. A perimeter was already set up around the cab when PSP's Special Emergency Response Team was activated, which made numerous attempts to get the armed Meisberger to come out. For 3 hours, he refused to surrender during the standoff.
We had an armed individual inside the cab of a tractor trailer, just the cab, the trailer was not attached. In dealing with this police incident, it is now over. The actor inside the cab is now deceased, and more information will be put out when available.
Sometime after 7 p.m., shots could be heard ringing intermittently from the direction of the cab, which is when troopers urged everyone present to move to a safer location and take cover. The last round of shots were heard a little after 9. Then just before 10, troopers announced that the standoff had come to a close. Meisberger was ultimately shot and killed. Troop N Hazleton would like to extend their appreciation to the community members that had to evacuate or shelter in place in light of the incident. Their patience and understanding was greatly appreciated by all law enforcement on scene. With help from the Luzerne County District Attorney's Office, PSP will be releasing more information when it becomes available as the investigation continues. Fire crews in Luzerne County were called this afternoon to an intermediate care center for reported fire. Around 3 p.m., residents at Pocono Hall in the Whitehaven State Center on Ollie Valley Road had to be evacuated. Firefighters found flames blazing between the shingles and the roof and were quick to extinguish them. Crews stayed on scene to ensure the fire didn't travel through any other parts of the roof. There's no reports of any injuries at this time and still no word on the cause of that fire. More information was released today concerning the investigation into allegations against Schuylkill County Commissioner George Kovich. County officials determined that Kovich violated the sexual harassment, conduct, and disciplinary action, as well as their physical and verbal abuse policies. The actions allegedly involved 2 county employees. Kovich denies the allegations against him. Right now, no action can be taken because officials may not act against him without a criminal conviction or impeachment. Kovich is not allowed to have any contact with the employees that lodged those complaints. 2 city police officers are currently self-quarantining at home after contracting the coronavirus. 4 officers in the Hazleton department tested positive for COVID-19 back in April, but have fully recovered since and are back at work. It's not exactly known how the 2 recent cases were contracted, but officers have been busy this past month responding to numerous firework and noise complaints, where interacting with the public was inevitable. The police force has made some scheduling changes to keep patrols on the streets. The 2 officers with the virus are both expected to make a full recovery and be tested again before coming back to work. Staying in Hazleton, where a New York man was arrested in the city Sunday night and charged with drug possession. Police responded to the area of East 4th and Carson Streets around 5 for a report of a group of individuals fighting. When officers arrived, they found no fight, but observed a Honda parked on East 4th Street with a temporary New Jersey registration, emitting the smell of marijuana. The man in the driver's seat was identified as 19-year-old Justin Martha from the Bronx. Officers found suspected marijuana and drug packaging materials in the car. Martha was charged with delivery or possession with intent to deliver and possession of drug paraphernalia. He was released on $50,000 unsecured bail. Now over to Schuylkill County, where authorities are searching for a missing Ashland man. 22-year-old Josh Filippi was last seen Tuesday, June 16th, and believed to be driving a 1996 purple GMC Jimmy with a red hood. Filippi's described as standing at 5 feet 10 inches and weighing around 190 pounds, with brown eyes and collar-length brown hair. He has multiple tattoos and was last seen wearing blue jeans and a maroon-colored t-shirt with a Bethel Fire Department logo. Anyone with information on Filippi's whereabouts is being asked to contact PSP Frackville at 570-874-5300. Students in the Wilkes-Barre Area School District will now have the choice to either attend in-person classes or participate remotely for the upcoming semester. The announcement was made at Monday's school board meeting. Cameras will be installed in every classroom, so classes can be streamed live. The district's working to accommodate the students after they figure out how many want to attend and those who want to participate remotely. The board also approved new guidelines for athletic activities, as well as announced graduation dates for the district's 3 high schools. All graduations will take place at 5 p.m. in Memorial Stadium, with Coughlin scheduled for July 20th, Myers the 22nd, and GAR's the 24th. Both social distancing guidelines and capacity limits will be enforced. Starting today, small Pennsylvania businesses can apply for grants to offset lost revenue caused by the pandemic. Governor Tom Wolf announced the COVID-19 Relief Statewide Small Business Assistance Program will provide around $225 million in grants. Eligible businesses can receive $5,000 to $50,000 through the CARES Act and use the grants to cover operating expenses incurred during both the shutdown and reopening transition. Applications are now being accepted at pabusinessgrants.com. The first application window will remain open for 10 days. Applications will still be accepted after 10 business days, but considered for future rounds of funding, being prioritized and selected based on program criteria. Well, looking for a safe and fun way to try a new book or read your favorite one? Well, the Hazleton Public Library has just the program for you, and Wyln's Phil Kaufman has the details.
A quick call or internet visit and a pickup can open you to a plethora of books here at the Hazleton Public Library with their curbside pickup program.
So the Hazleton Area Public Library and our branches have started our curbside pickup service, and with that service you can either call your library or any of the branches, or you can actually order books, DVDs, and audiobooks online through our Google form found on our website and our Facebook page.
The order process is simple and easy to go through as well.
So first things first, if you're calling for a curbside pickup, what you're going to do is you're just going to call the library during normal business hours. Staff are here to answer questions, take curbside pickup requests and memorial books. You're going to tell the staff member the titles and the authors of books, or just the titles of, again, with audiobooks or DVDs that you'd like. You can have 5 titles out per format at a time. After you're done telling the staff member what you want, we're going to just take your contact information and get back in touch with you after we make sure we have them on our shelves, and we'll set up a curbside pickup time with you. The staff member will then come up and put your items in a bag for you. They'll write your name on the bag, your pickup time, and the date that you're coming to pick it up. At your designated pickup time, your items will be outside on our Maple Street side of the library, where the silver pickup boxes, the book drop boxes.
The curbside pickup times are Monday through Thursday from 10 to 11 a.m., 2 to 3 p.m., and 6 to 7 p.m.
We also are offering our mobile printing service. The instructions for that can be found online on the library's website and on our Facebook page as well. What you'll want to do with that is, after however you send your document to print, you'll want to give it a couple minutes and then give the library a call back. And so a staff member can confirm that your printing is available for pickup. And then during that call, that staff member will confirm a pickup time.
If you're interested in this service, feel free to visit their website or call at 570-454-2961. Reporting from the Hazleton Public Library with WYLN News, I'm Philip Kaufman.
Thank you, Phil. Well, coming up on WYLN News, wear a mask in public, plus free sunscreen at Pennsylvania state parks. But first, we'll take a look at our 5-day forecast brought to you by the WYLN Weather Kids. We'll be right back.
My name is LJ. I'm 9 years old, and tomorrow's gonna be sunny. I hope you have an amazing day.
SJ Kowalski is your Mitsubishi Diamond Contractor. They can install a Mitsubishi electric Mr. Slim ductless heating and cooling system. Mr. Slim systems are designed to make any living space in your home inviting. You can have a different temperature control for every room in your home. The money-saving technology can save you 25 to 50% on your heating bill. For Mitsubishi, Reiner, and trained comfort specialists, call SJ Kowalski at 570-455-2600.
All Care Home Care, providing quality in home care since 1986. Call and see how their team of licensed physical therapists, skilled nurses, speech, and occupational therapists can provide you with exceptional service in the comfort of your own home. They also offer dietitian, home health aide, and medical social worker services. You have a choice in your health care. For safe, friendly, qualified care, call All Care Home Care today and let their team begin taking care of you and your loved ones.
Looking for information on the coronavirus pandemic? Make sure it's from a reliable source. Go to WYLNTV.com and click on the Lehigh Valley Health Network banner for the real facts about the coronavirus pandemic. And watch WYLN News live at 5:30 for updates on this ongoing crisis. The source matters now more than ever. WYLN, we're your local network.
Luzerne County Council is discussing ways to hold in-person meetings once again, now that the county's in the green phase. Council members are looking for a site to conduct meetings that'll provide social distancing and allow for public health guidelines to be followed, after voting to hold its next scheduled meeting July 14th in person. One option's to hold meetings in the jury room on the second floor of the courthouse, while the others to hold meetings in the County Emergency Management Agency building. Council normally met in the conference room on the first floor of the courthouse, but with safety guidelines in place, it would only be able to hold around 14 people. The governor's reminding all Pennsylvanians and businesses that my mask protects you and your mask protects me. So, when visiting businesses, masks are mandatory. No mask, no shirt, no shoes, no service. Everyone, workers and customers above the age of 2, must wear a mask, unless they have a medical reason not to. If a customer or worker attempts to enter your business without a mask on, ask them to leave and return with one. Remember to have good mask hygiene, because the virus travels in the droplets we breathe out when we talk or laugh, not just when we cough or sneeze. Pennsylvania businesses can check out the department's online directory of PPE manufacturers and suppliers. There's a bit of hope for those struggling with work during these trying times. People who exhaust both their regular unemployment compensation and federal pandemic emergency unemployment compensation may qualify for 13 additional weeks of payments through the state's Unemployment Compensation Extended Benefits Program. The current EB period began May 3rd, but benefits aren't payable until an individual's exhausted PEUC benefits. EB payments will begin with the week ending July 4th and are payable only for weeks of unemployment during an EB period. More information on the EB program will be sent by mail to all individuals who may qualify for the additional benefits. The last time the EB program was triggered in PA was 2009. Dcnr is offering free sunscreen to state park visitors throughout the Commonwealth. The expansion of a program offers visitors free sunscreen to all PA State Park beaches, lakes, and swimming pools. Many may overlook packing sunscreen for a day's outing, so DCNR wants to promote safe outdoor activity and remind outdoors enthusiasts that each day, over 8,500 Americans are diagnosed with skin cancer. In our viewing area, lake swimming areas at Beltsville State Park, Carbon County, will now dispense free sunscreen for fun in the sun. Some of the recently added locations are within counties reporting a high incidence of melanoma, a life-threatening form of skin cancer. Health officials report that 1 in 40 Pennsylvanians will be diagnosed with melanoma in their lifetime. The co-founder of the Pocono Raceway has passed away. The famous racing mecca was the brainchild of Dr. Rose Mattioli and her late husband, Dr. Joseph Mattioli. The two met while attending college in Philadelphia back in 1947. Rose went on to become a podiatrist and Joseph, a dentist. They moved to Long Pond in the 60s and began construction on the raceway that opened in 1971. Rose died at her home Monday, surrounded by her family at 92 years old. And a legend in show business passed away Monday night. Carl Reiner was the creator of The Dick Van Dyke Show, one of the most popular TV series of all time. He directed films including Oh God, starring George Burns, and John Denver in All of Me. He appeared in The Russians Are Coming and It's a Mad, Mad World. Most recently, he played in the Ocean's 11 movies starring George Clooney. He's the father of actor and director Rob Reiner. Carl died of natural causes at his home in Beverly Hills, California at 98 years old. Coming up on Palo Alto's News Choice, we talk 4th of July safety during a pandemic on this Trooper Talk Tuesday in Community and You. Plus, the Bloomsburg Fair's still a go. But first, here's a rundown of fireworks displays still scheduled throughout the area. Stay with us.
Hi, I had a very minor fender bender tonight in an unreasonably narrow fast food drive-through lane. Don't worry, I have everything handled. I already spoke to our Allstate agent, and I know that we have accident forgiveness, which is so smart on your guys' part. Like the fact that they'll
4 weeks without the car.
Okay, yep, good night.
With accident forgiveness, your rates won't go up just because of an accident. Switching to Allstate is worth it.
Visit your local Allstate agent, the McNeilis Agency in Hazleton at 1092 North Church Street, or in Hometown in the Hometown Village Square.
Tune in every Sunday night on WYLN from 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. for hard-hitting, high-flying, non-stop action as only Pennsylvania Premier Wrestling High Voltage can bring you. That's Pennsylvania Premier Wrestling every Sunday night on WYLN. I'll see you in the ring.
Did you know that WYLN News provides news updates every weekday afternoon
At 1, 3, and 5 here on TV and on social media?
Did you also know you can watch WYLN News on the go by visiting our website or YouTube page?
Now more than ever,
WYLN is your local news leader.
From the bottom of our hearts, the WYLN TV 35 family would like to say thank you to all essential workers for your service to our community and for keeping us safe.
Welcome to QBDU here on WYLN. I'm Julia Wiegand, and it is another Trooper Talk Tuesday with Trooper Anthony Petrosky.
Hi.
Hi. And we are going to be talking 4th of July weekend amidst a pandemic. Now, Trooper Petrosky, we are in the green, yes, but that doesn't change the facts surrounding the holiday. Now, what is going to be happening? How are you guys going to be handling the craziness?
Well, you know, this is the first holiday outside of being in red zone, okay, in the red phase. So we're probably going to be busy, but that's every 4th of July. A lot of fireworks complaints, you know, people lighting them off at all hours of the night. You have to check with your municipality to see if there's an ordinance that, you know, you can't do fireworks after a certain amount of time, things like that. You also have to be aware of your neighbors. If you live very close to someone, have some respect for your neighbors. Don't be lighting fireworks off all night. On top of that, there's going to be parties. There's going to be house parties. People are going to be going out. We have to be careful with the drinking and driving. So what do I mean by be careful? Plan ahead. You can call ahead. You can have a designated driver already planned for the night. You can have taxi rides. You can have Uber, Lyft services that will take you where you need to go. It's not worth a DUI. DUIs are very expensive. You have a criminal record. If a job employer ever asks you, have you ever been arrested, your answer will be yes for the rest of your life. And did I mention they're very expensive?
Oh, they sound expensive.
They're very expensive. Plan ahead. It's not worth it. Troopers will be out. This is not a secret. We are not trying to hide it. Troopers will be out all weekend enforcing the laws. Now, why do you see so many more troopers on a holiday weekend? Because there's more people driving. People are traveling through the area, going to visit friends and family, especially now that we're allowed to. So there will be more troopers out because there's going to be more cars out.
Right.
So we're going to be making sure the roads are safe. So if you're drinking and driving and you're unsafe, you will be pulled over and you will be arrested. So don't do it.
Seems better, again, to plan ahead.
That's it. Plan ahead and have a great time safely.
Exactly. Well, thank you so much for talking fireworks, 4th of July weekend, safety during the pandemic with us.
My pleasure. It's good to be in studio, and I hope everybody has a great summer and enjoys Green Phase.
And thank you so much, everybody watching. Remember, 4th of July weekend, yeah, we're out of the red and we're finally in the green, but that doesn't at all take away from the fact that you need to stay smart and stay safe. We'll see you next time here on WYLN.
All Care Home Care, providing quality in home care since 1986. Call and see how their team of licensed physical therapists, skilled nurses, speech, and occupational therapists can provide you with exceptional service in the comfort of your own home. They also offer dietitian, home health aide, and medical social worker services. You have a choice in your health care. For safe, friendly, qualified care, call All Care Home Care today and let their team begin taking care of you and your loved ones.
There's no better place to shoot than Whitetail Preserve. Their skeet trap and sporting clay fields are professionally designed and all stations are handicapped accessible. Whitetail Preserve has resident shooting instructors certified by the NRA in shotgun, rifle, pistol, home safety, and personal protection in the home. Whitetail can also cater any size event, whether it be a private party, corporate event, or wedding. Call 570-455-4251 extension 1378 for more information.
Do you like craft beer? Do you want to learn the right way to sample wine? How about visiting a restaurant that has a unique flavor or a crazy food challenge? These are just some of the things we'll be featuring on our show. Wine, Hops, and Road Stops. Jeff Bonomo and his co-host, Alan Giannetti, welcome you into the world of craft beer, great wine, and good food. Wine, Hops, and Road Stops.
How you doing, everybody? This is Ricardo Santos from Yay Zapata. That's right, Yay Zapata in the house. That's what's up, that's what's up.
Meet Ricardo Santos. This is one of his Mexican food trucks. He is not a chef.
I'm not the chef.
But he makes amazing Mexican food. And he has joined the WYLN family with his own cooking show, Cooking with Jay Zapata.
Hazleton area's Class of 2020 virtual commencement ceremonies coming up in 2 days, and you're invited. The virtual ceremony will be live streamed Thursday, July 2nd at 6, and you can watch it right here on WYLN. A slideshow of pictures taken throughout this past school year will kick off at 5:35 p.m. So don't forget, tune in Thursday night right after the news for Hazleton area's 2020 virtual graduation ceremony right here on WYLN TV. Luzerne County's Rockin' the River was canceled this year, but have no fear. A traveling road show may be coming to a location near you. The new Rockin' the County series will feature local bands playing on a flatbed truck as they slowly make their way through local neighborhoods. Residents can safely watch the performances from their porches or lawns. One of the tours is scheduled to stop in Hazleton July 17th, when the Indigo Moon Brass Band will pass through town. Other shows will be held in Wilkes-Barre, Pittston, Nanticoke, and Kingston. There have been many coronavirus cancellations over the past few months, but not for Columbia County's biggest annual fair. The 2020 Bloomsburg Fair is expected to take place this year. Organizers are accepting vendor applications to see just how many will be attending. The fair usually draws hundreds of thousands of people for the week-long event annually. Organizers continue to monitor the situation and will be following CDC guidelines and recommendations. Policies and procedures will be adjusted as needed to put safety first. That's the news. Remember, the source matters now more than ever. Catch all the latest on our Facebook page or WYLNTV.com, where you can also find the real facts about COVID-19 from LVHN. Stay with us. A look at today's weather's next, right here on WYLN TV.
SJ Kowalski is your Mitsubishi